And then finally, let's look at our last problem of the day. This is number 10. So number 10 is, what is true about the sum of the polynomials 3a squared b, or 3a squared times b plus 4ab squared and 7a squared b minus 2ab squared. So this is number 10. So I want the sum of those polynomials. So let's just add those up first. So I have 3a squared b plus 4ab, 4ab squared plus 7a squared b minus 2ab squared. So again, what we can do is we look at our common terms, right? We want to gather some like terms here. So as you can see, 3a squared b is a common term and 7a squared b is a common term. And I have 4ab squared and negative 2ab squared. So these are all common terms, like terms. So I'm going to gather them. So I can see I have 3 plus 7. So this is going to give me 10 a squared b. Then I have 4 minus 2a squared b, which is going to give me positive 2, right? 4 minus 2 is 2. So this here, if I gather like terms, I have successfully summed them up, right? So I have this entire term is equal to 10a squared b plus 2a squared, 2ab squared. And what we want to now do is we want to look at, so as you can see, we have a binomial, right? So as you can see, options 2 and 3 are false, because I have a trinomial, and we don't have a trinomial, we have a binomial. This guy here is a binomial because I have 2 terms. And now we have to figure out, okay, does it have a degree of 2 or a degree of 3 here? And what we can do is we can actually look at, if we want to notice the degree of this of these options here, we can say that our degree here is simply just the sum of the exponents of these guys here. So if I sum these exponents, remember I have imaginary 1 and imaginary 1. So if I sum the exponents, I have 10 here, which has no exponent. A squared has an exponent of 2, and b to the power of 1 has an exponent of 1. So simply 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. So the degree, so therefore I have a degree of 3, which means therefore our solution must be A, right? Because we have a binomial with a degree of 3. Therefore, we have a binomial with degree of 3, which means option A is the correct answer. So the solution here is correct.